Man, I'm going through that serious shred right now. Whew. Telling y'all, get on that other page, that protein definition page, man. Whew. Shredding and dropping weight. It is, depending on how you do it, it's crazy. Anyway, let's talk about baby mothers and fathers. Uh, I have the worst time with my kids' mothers. Disastrous, just to say that. My first kid's mom, uh, I talked on a little bit about this before, but I see so many people downing their kids, mothers, or mothers downing the fathers. I'm telling you, you got to let it go. I tell my woman now, we have her daughter in a situation with her father. Gotta let it go. I went through a lot of stress, ladies, so please pay attention. If that man doesn't want to be with you and he's done no wrong to you, or let's just speak on it. If he hasn't done any wrong to you but was fed up with being ungrateful, you can't fault that man for moving on. Vice versa. But at no time you use those kids as a dangling carrot with a rabbit. No time. That is the most disturbing thing that I experienced. My first kid's mom was with her for years and kept trying back and forth to be with her. And it ended up being because of the kids. Because when your kids talk to you, it changes things. You know, it changes. It changes a lot. You start to thinking differently. You start to wanting to work out with the parent. It's a different world. But I had to realize that all the disrespect that I'm finding, and would ask her if I'm taking it the wrong way, but then having the evidence to prove it. That's a different world. You can't get out of that. And to show you in front of your face. And discovering things about a person. I went through years not knowing certain things about somebody. It is true. You can go through time and time and time with a person and discover things you had no clue about. When people say you got to get to know somebody, stop. You can use it if you want to, but you're an idiot. I was an idiot. Tell you, I talk about myself. I was a true idiot for thinking that. And this probably be part two, but to this, because it's really something that people really need to pay attention to with kids. And I'm gonna just voice it. You know, I'm not going to beat up each other. I'm just going to speak the truth now about a man. Ladies, you can't take away a child's father. I didn't have one. It wasn't that my mom kept him away. It was he kept himself away. That's why I didn't really care when he really died, because I didn't really know him. The things I found out about him, it just made me, I just didn't want to be that type of father. I wanted to always be there for my kids. And I didn't need a woman taken away from me to do my job as a father. I don't care about you anymore. But because you don't have that string on me and that chain on me, doesn't mean, you use the kids. It's just wrong. And for the fathers, stepfathers, I don't even say stepfathers. The fathers, because you are a donor, the real fathers step up where boys leave off, because you're not wanting to spend that time. So you can't say nothing. You're out here living the game, but you're not doing right. So the real fathers pick up where you leave off. And I commend those fathers, steps, or whatever you want to call them. I just say dads. That's who they are. That's who I am to her. Um, No arguing in front of the kids. No disrespect to each other in front of the kids. I would always tell my kid's mom that. And my issue is one of my sons is out there, and I don't know where he is. I have to find him, because a woman I was with made me suffer after years from her ex did her wrong, and I'm still suffering. I didn't want to be with her, didn't want to stress, didn't want to argue because she was pregnant. I had to leave. I was like, I'm not going to stay here and argue with you because of something I'm not doing, because you're still not over this. We talked about this. It's supposed to have been done. But had my child and went back overseas, or maybe here in America, I don't know. I have to check on him. Just speaking on me, it's a horrible situation because I didn't want to be with you, so you leave. with my child. It's a lot of damaging things a woman and man can do to one another. Stop. We'll do part 2 to this because it really need to be talked about. I'm going to tell you how my life was and what helped me. But stop. It's about the kids. It's not about you two anymore. Once you're done, you're done. Please stop involving the children. Part 2.